But I have told you before, he never was, he never has been, nor will he ever be greater than Michael Jordan. It will not happen. All I'm saying is when I take LeBron at his best and I take Michael Jordan at his best, I would want Michael Jordan every day and twice on Sunday.
I've been waiting all day for this. He's surprised from Shannon Sharpe.
LeBron right here. Get it up. Be careful.
Shannon, did passing Kareem close the case once and for all about LeBron being the GOAT?
Well, I didn't need that. I always thought it was the GOAT before he had this record, although most of us, I thought back in 2018, the way he was playing, that he was going to break the record. Even if he was 6th or 7th in scoring, I was saying that when he wasn't top 5 in scoring. I was saying that I believe he was the GOAT based on what he's done, how he's played the game, and what he's been able to do once he got to a team that hadn't had a whole lot of success before he got there.
A lot of sports fans have been super excited to see ESPN analyst Stephen A. Smith and NFL Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe debate on First Take. And now they finally have it. A video went viral of Sharpe's podcast club Shay Shay. Smith and Sharpe took on the famous GOAT argument. Per usual, Sharpe sided with LeBron James, but Smith responded with Michael Jordan's countless achievements.
You understand that Jordan is 6-0 in NBA Finals?
Yes!
Do you understand that Jordan was MVP all 6 NBA Finals?
Yes!
Do you understand that Jordan never even allowed a final series to go 7 games? You
yeah.
understand that? It never went 7 games.
I also know he didn't start going to finals until Larry Bird back went out.
Excuse me, 10-time NBA scoring champion, 9-time all-defensive first team. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
All right, so in other words, it was LeBron on both sides of the ball. Was he that dominant?
As the NBA narrative continues to evolve, the question of the GOAT remains unanswered. However, Smith's assertion adds an intriguing layer to the ongoing discussion and invites basketball fans to reflect on the legacies of these two iconic players. Just like the old saying goes, there's only 3 things certain in life: death, taxes, and the NBA GOAT debate. Stephen A. Smith has always considered Michael Jordan as his GOAT. However, during a recent appearance on Shannon Sharpe's Club Shay Shay podcast, Smith said that he is willing to listen to arguments for LeBron if the discussion starts from James' 2011-2012 season.
If you took LeBron James' career from 2012 to now, and that was his history, from his first title to what he is now, and you wanted to make an argument against Jordan, I'm listening.
Stephen A. added that it's hard to ignore what happened before 2012, where he says there were several instances when LeBron didn't perform like the greatest player ever. According to him, he has 2 lines of reasoning that proves that LeBron isn't on Mike's level. Stephen A.'s main argument against LeBron was his performance against the Dallas Mavericks in the 2011 NBA Finals. The Heat entered that season as heavy favorites to win it all, after James and Chris Bosh joined D-Wade to form a Big Three in Miami. But in the last 4 games of the championship series, LeBron had a disappearing act. King James played so badly versus Dallas that even he said that he was lost in the moment during that series. LeBron put up just 15.8 points per game in the final 4 games, with Dallas coming back from a 1-2 deficit to win 4-2. James had 8 points on 3 for 11 shooting in Game 4, which to this day is his worst finals performance ever. According to Stephen A., LBJ's performance in the 2011 NBA Finals sealed the deal for him as far as the GOAT debate is concerned. However, there was one more incident where LeBron infamously choked.
Think about this. You want me to tell you what I hold against him just as much as I held against the Dallas performance?
What?
The following year with the All-Star game. You got the ball in your hands. It's an exhibition.
Oh, he passed
It's an exhibition. It doesn't count.
Right.
It's all in fun.
Right.
Kobe claps his hand, God rest his soul.
So
and
come
he's
on
like,
with it.
yo, let's come on with it. You got D-Wade on the court. You got Melo in the corner.
Yeah.
And he threw the pass. And all 3 of them, along with Kobe, descended on LeBron and said, yo, what's up? What you doing? Because they knew he was psyched out. He was messed up.
The 2012 NBA All-Star Game took place in Orlando on February 26, 2012. It began with the West taking a 19-point halftime lead. The East finished strong and rallied to cut the lead to 151-149 in the closing stages, but LeBron passed up on the potential game-winning three-pointer twice. The likes of Bryant or MJ would have taken that shot no matter what. But that's not in LeBron's DNA. He has always insisted on making the right basketball play every time he has the ball, even if it means passing up the game-winning shot in favor of an open teammate. According to Stephen A. and other critics, that's not GOAT-worthy.
And what I'm saying to you is that Kobe wasn't like that. MJ wasn't like that. D-Wade wasn't like that. In his first NBA Finals appearance, they down 0-2 to Dallas. D-Wade goes berserk, averages 37 in the last 4 games. I'm just saying it's stuff like that. It's not that you look at LeBron and you diminish him. It's just that you can't elevate him above somebody like MJ when I got that evidence to support my argument.
Sharpe argued that James is tougher and preserved through more because he deals with the social media age. He has the extra pressure of being watched and recorded by people's phones every time he is in public.
We're not having to get into the who's the better player. We'll debate that another day, but we're just talking about the scrutiny that LeBron has to go through. Because there was no social media. Okay. And Rich Paul is absolutely right. There was no 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365, in which we had an idea. And what the internet has done is turned the common person into a head coach, into a general manager, into a scout, into a professional athlete, into all these things. So now they get to have an opinion. See, Michael would score 50 points, and they never said, well, Larry would have scored 65. Magic would have gave you 80. But if LeBron gets a triple-double, then they said, man, Kobe Jordan would have had 76 points. So that's what he's up against. And the scrutiny of having to go out on a nightly basis, Jordan never had to worry about that. Never, ever had to worry about what the camera, the paparazzi, do you know how many relationships, do you know how many businesses have been ruined with this?
Smith did not agree. He also asserted that Jordan had more pressure because he was in a class of his own. No one was on his level, so he always had the most scrutiny and eyes on him. James has plenty of other NBA players to share the spotlight and criticism with.
You talk about the age of social media.
Yes.
And the scrutiny.
Yes.
You don't talk enough about the resources today's generation of players because of the money that they're getting paid, what they have available to them to ward off the cynicism and the scrutiny. You see what I'm saying? Michael Jordan was under a microscope. And you got to remember, even though LeBron is clearly the biggest star,
right,
there are a plethora of stars in the NBA because the NBA has globalized its brand, and so many guys are their own individual entities and corporations.
Smith said Jordan's greatness during his era put him on a bigger platform than James, who now competes with many other global NBA stars.
LeBron is one of many. Now, he's at the top.
Right.
But he's one of many.
Right.
There was no one in Jordan's class. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird basically saved the NBA.
Right.
Jordan was the one that took it to another level,
right,
and globalized that brand. And because of the greatness that was far and apart, separate from any level of separation that LeBron James has been able to create with his brethren, that put Jordan in the eye of the storm because he stood alone.
Right.
He didn't have company, Shannon.
About a month ago, the video of Jordan being chased around while Italian fans making goat noises went viral in no time. Of course, the First Take panel had to give their opinions regarding the same. Stephen A. was saddened at the fact that fans in Italy considered Jordan to be the inarguable GOAT, whereas the American audience didn't.
Stephen A., your reaction to Italian making goat sounds.
That saddens me. It saddens me that we have to travel across the ocean to see people from another country recognizing what everyone in America should already know. Michael Jordan is the greatest ever. And the fact that that sound has to be echoed in Italy as opposed to throughout the streets of America because we got young whippersnappers being influenced by I Pity the Fool, Big Perk, and my man Swagoo talking about someone other than Michael Jordan being the greatest is a travesty, and it's a reminder, Perk, of what you said. We see the greatest players in the world right now primarily from Europe. We got Jokic, we got Giannis, we got Luka, and people like that. Okay, America, stand up and take this sport back. Take it back, because you see what they're doing over there overseas. They recognize who the true GOAT is, and there's no confusion. And there's no confusion.
Jordan's resume can't be denied. Not only did he continuously collect most of the NBA's awards, but his skill set dominated the league. With the ability to execute both offensively and defensively, he quickly became one of the greatest all-around players. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Who is your GOAT? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing NBA content. Thanks for watching.